Hi you guys, this is Gwendolyn, and for today's video I would like to share with you some of the questions that I get asked as a life coach. Okay, here we go. As a life coach, I'm constantly getting questions via social media from different places, from LinkedIn and different other social media platforms. People are asking me, how do I get through what's been going on in the world and things like that. And I can understand that they're asking for various reasons, maybe because they need some, a little bit of motivation themselves, as do I. And sometimes they're just asking to just see, other life coaches are asking me as well, to see how I'm handling what's going on and things like that. So for me, I focus mostly on the energy of things like that. I focus on energy a lot, and that being said, because I know that energy is something that we all possess, okay? And objects and everything has some elements of energy, whether it's being used or not, whether it's like a type of, I don't call it plateau, I call it like a potential type of an energy, or I think it's kinetic, it's called scientifically. I'm not that good in science, but so either one is either plateau, sitting still, it's there, energy is there, okay, or it's being activated. So like kinetic, it's doing something, you're doing something, or an object of something is doing something, it's moving or it's something. Okay, so that being said, I know this is like, why is she going on to this science rant, whatever? It's because to make it make sense. I utilize or purposefully think about my energy because that sets the stage for how I'm going to handle something, or it sets the stage pretty much how I'm going to handle my day. So I start my day by deciding for real, what type of energy am I going to allow, pretty much, if you want to call it a type. Or like, do I want to give someone the control over how I'm going to react or feel or whatever for the day? So this is where I start everything, because we know energy is not created or destroyed. It's always there. It's just a matter of whether it's in use or it's just being stored. It's just sitting there. Like, for instance, have to go here because this is my personality. Like a rock, just say a rock or a ball. If you push this object, now it has energy on its own, because if you don't touch it, something or whatever, it could vibrate something in it and make it start moving on its own. Now this could also possibly be linked to the fact that we live on a planet that has gravity. However, it's there, okay? Whether we want to own it or not, it's there. And it's always transformed in some element, like energy goes from an object to an object or whatever, a person to an object to a person, whatever. It's just something activates it potentially, okay? So I'm just going through all of this to still yet get to the fact that is the one thing through all of this that's going on in the world that we can control is our energy. Our energy sets the stage for whether or not we're going to have a bad or good day to some degree. It does, in my opinion, because it has a direct link to our mood, in my opinion. Okay, so I decide, especially just say for instance, I'm going to see someone I don't care to see for business or whatever. Okay, I'm going to just use that as an example. I purposely wake up that day and I set my mind turn on the energy of positivity for the entire day. I tell myself There is nothing going to alter my mood for the day. My energy is going to be the good energy for the day. And the good thing about that is that your energy, it could transform into the other person or thing, whatever you're dealing with, correct? For instance, if I am in a really good mood and you come to me, approach me, around me, whatever, and in a really bad mood or down or whatever, that's based off of pretty much your energy, because it takes some kind of effort, which it takes with sugar and fats in our bodies to make us do something, to move our muscles. And there are muscles that we're using even when we're not thinking about using them, correct? And we know that to be true. So, like, i.e. your brain, correct? So, all of that puts you into motion to how you behave. It does. So if you are in tune with the energy that you're holding on to, you won't get engulfed into the energy of something that's negative. Like if someone is around you, as I was saying, and they're negative and you're in a positive mood, or vice versa, whichever way, okay? You can decide to not let that energy jump on you or get in you or get absorbed in you. You can control that. You can resist that type of energy. You really can. So whether you're happy or sad, genuinely it's up to you. It's just the truth. I know things can, as we talk about, the energy could get on you or get in you, however we want to say it, but you cannot activate that if you choose not to. You could decide, I'm not going to let that be the energy that I'm going to bring forth. I'm going to bring forth my positive energy, or vice versa. If you want to be in a bad mood, be in a bad mood if that's what you want to do. So in other words, taking ownership and responsibility for who we are, how we are, it's up to us. That in turn, and I'm not saying that we can directly control things that happens in our world. I don't know if I would want to. I don't know if I would want that much weight on me, being honest. I know for the things I could think of out the gates, like having my family around forever, me living forever in this physical body here, and things like that. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to think they want to control something like that? But genuinely, there are things that are better for us that we have not yet thought of or have not experienced yet, correct? So that type of control could be possibly a problem. So I want to just stay in control of the type of energy that I want to show to the world, or I want to experience in the world. And that it doesn't work 100% all the time, because sometimes I get caught up. I do. Sometimes I get caught up. That is exactly why I choose not to focus on a lot of things that are negative in the day. I don't let a lot of negative news come through. I don't follow a lot of things on, social media, the media itself. I don't follow a lot of things that would bring me down. I get informed. I'm very informed on most things going on around me, and not directly around me. I check in here and there, and I'm out. I check out of that stuff. It's no different than seeing an unfortunate accident or something as you're driving. Just say or you're the passenger. I'm this type of a person. This is just my personality. I look, glance, or whatever at what's going on, because, it could be something that I need to assist someone with, or whatever, who's to say, or it could be something that I could prevent me from getting in a bad situation myself. Like it could be a flame that started. I need to get away from that, or something of the nature. I am by no means that type of person. I am not the type of person that would sit there and just stare out of some I don't know, glorifying it or whatever people do sometimes. I don't know why. If I can't assist someone, I don't want to hold up other people around me. I don't. I want things to flow. I want to either be of service, direct service of helping, or get out of the way. That's just my option. That's the way I think. get out of the way, let someone else help, or I do it myself. That type of energy, that type of decision that comes from an energy because I'm actively feeling, moving, something is going on. I control that. That's the same thing I'm talking about with things going on in my world. I don't go to sleep on negative things. I will not. I go to bed on meditation and things like that, which I will eventually talk about meditation. But I'm going to sort of, with this life coach, these life coach questions that I'm addressing and things like that, you guys, I want to sort of stay more in tune or focus on one topic at a time, because I could talk about 500 things in 1 hour. I could, and then some. So I want to sort of stay a little bit focused on one topic, and that's energy. So the energy that we choose to activate, I'm going to call it like that because it's there. It's in us. But the one, how we choose to utilize what's going to be activated regardless to some degree, it's up to us. So if we don't engulf in so much negativity, that negativity can't, I call it jumping in someone. You can't get that absorbed in you. You decide, like, I don't care if you're in a disagreement with someone, okay, and they're reacting more crazy, like I've done a lot. They're acting more crazy than you are, or more over the top, or whatever word we want to use. You guys know what I'm talking about. Have you ever been in a situation where you're upset with someone and they're all chill and calm and you're all popping off and they're just like, what? How are they saying that's calm? They're directly controlling their energy. It's amazing. It works, it works, it works. So, with the things that's going on that are so bad, so terrible, so scary, I should say scary, because that's where all of the insecurities and a lot of negativity and things like that rears from a fear, okay? A fear that just got it grew too big, overly exaggerated, or it's too much. So if we stay in tune with the energy that we're going to release and receive, we don't have to take on so much of the weight we can't fix anyway. We can't control what's going on in the world. Whether it's something great, we can't control any of it directly. We could be of service to help make things better. We could decide to make things worse. We could do that. We could do whatever, but it can have a direct and indirect effect on things around us, how we behave. But staying in tune with your own energy helps a situation. I promise you it does. I know a lot of people talk about, not a lot, I'm not going to say that, but like for instance, there have been times when the type of churches I've grown up in, I had to go here because it's just I had to. And I've sat in church before and feeling something, feeling the good energy around me, feeling what I believe to be the Holy Spirit. But I'm not going to get too deep into religion. I refuse to, because I just don't want to make anyone feel any lesser or better or whatever in that element of trying to sway or not sway people in any direction. I don't. Do what works for you in life, period. Always do what works for you best. Just always do that. What works best for you. So, bringing up religion, I've been in churches before and I love it. I sat there as a kid growing up and it was a little bit scary to watch people express themselves so much. Okay, it was sort of scary in the beginning. But as I started learning and growing, and my mom and, whatever talking to me about, not daddy so much in that, but my mom, I got a better understanding of what was going on around me. And as I grew up, I learned to let go in certain safe situations and just let goodness absorb in my body. And it's the most powerful thing I've ever experienced to date. And I always choose to go back to that when things are at their worst. I go back to draw in that energy that I felt at 21 years old when I was told by a person in a Bible study group to just let go. That was the most empowering thing I've ever done. And to date, like I said, I pull that energy constantly. I get with myself and I pull that energy where I don't look, whatever, to someone else. And I release, whatever. That's the same thing I'm talking about. You can draw in so much positivity and you watch it jump from person to person. When I was talking about the calm person and the person that's over the top, me over the top probably, and that calm person, and we're having something, we're discussing something, having a disagreement or whatever, that energy comes over on me if I'm the one that's over the top. I'm like, next thing you know, I'm more calm, still feeling, the truth or expressing what I'm feeling or whatever. It's not saying shuts down. It's not saying not to be inactive at all, but being more calm with the way you express things. It works. It works. And if I'm over the top with a person that I swayed in my actions, in my energy to act like me, it's crazy. So now you got crazy and crazier. It's just, so through all of this going on, I still have to go back to this. Stay in tune with your energy and decide how you want your day to be. Despite what's around you, despite what you hear, despite what you see, despite what you think, what you believe, tell yourself, try it out for a day. Wake up with a smile on your face. Wake up with a smile on your face and force yourself to smile all day. I promise you, you are not going to be able to get caught up in things. I watch all of these reality shows, the housewives and all of that stuff. I watch these people fighting, popping off, doing all this crazy stuff. I watch it, I get in it for a moment, and I was like, and I start feeling some way. I'm like, okay, let me relax. And so I kind of chill myself back out, whatever. There again, I keep reminding myself of the energy that I'm pushing out, that I'm conveying. That's what type of energy do I want to convey to someone else, especially around my kid and my children. I love my kids with everything that's in me. And I really want them to see my best, but I also want them to see my truth. I'm okay with them watching me keep putting myself back in check. You understand? That's okay. But for right now, we need to be strong within us to be able to deal with this stuff, because it will drive us out of our minds if we allow it. It will. It's so much. I could name 3 things right now that can chronically make me get depressed and start probably sitting right there bawling, crying. I could do it. But I want to fight back with the positive energy to say that things need to be done. Things need to be changed. Things need to be worked on. Things need to be paid attention to. But we don't have to do it in a way that drains the positive energy that we have. That's what I do to get through what we're going through. You remember that about yourselves. That energy is always there. How you want to activate it, it's up to you. You can decide to be positive or negative. But whatever you decide, more than likely, someone directly around you, close to you, could feel that exact same way. So you ask yourself, do you want to convey, push off, or put negative energy on someone else, towards someone else? Is that what your intention is? Or something else? Is that your intention? Or is your intention is that, you know what, let's get through this more positive. Let my energy help your energy. That's what I do to get through what we're dealing with. And that's what I'm going to continue to do because it helps me every day. It helps me to better myself every day. It's not about being fake. It's not about pretending nothing is happening. I pay attention to directly engage in things as they are. The only way I can deal with problems or mishaps or things in the world is to address it. I have to address it. That's the only way I can do something about it. Pretending it's not there is not what I'm talking about. That's not going to do anything. Pay attention to what's going on. Take a second to ask yourself, how do I want to handle what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm believing, what I'm thinking, what someone is telling me, whatever. How do I want that to affect me? And that's what I do. And in turn, how do I want me to affect someone else? That's how I'm getting through this stuff that's going on in the world. I don't like to say the wording of the things because I don't like to speak life into negativity. I don't like to it's just my thing. I don't like to speak life into illnesses and things like that. So I just call it the thing that's going on. In other words, the life I want to push out there, the energy I want to push out there is we're all great. We're all doing good things. We are capable of doing better. And that's what we need to focus on right now. So that being said, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I hope I answered a question for these people that keep asking me the same thing. And I want to address it this way. Pay attention to your energy. Choose how you want to be perceived, how you want to convey what you're feeling to someone else. How do you want people to see you? How do you want people to view you? What difference do you want to make to someone else? How could you make them feel better? With your energy, you can make someone else feel better. That's my message to you guys today. Hope it was helpful. And if there's anything else I can help you guys with under my life coach days, which I'm going to start doing more of because I get so many questions. You guys hit me up in the comments or whatever and let me know whatever it is I can help you with, and I'll bring another topic next week. Until then, you guys take care of yourself. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe and things like that, and turn on your notification. Please do that because I'm going to be more consistent. I've just been working on things to be able to do things better for you guys. Not forgotten about some things I've talked about, a giveaway and thing. I'm not forgotten about it. Companies are a little bit slow with everything right now, so I'm just kind of put that on the back burner a little bit. I haven't forgotten, don't think I have. So anyway, take care of yourselves. Love you guys so much. I really do. I'm here for you. If anything I could do to help you, I am here for you. I promise you that. Just let me know what I could do to help you, and you help me. Because I'm no better than you guys, or no more advanced than anything you guys are. So let's just continue to help each other. But anyway, take care of yourself. Love you. Bye-bye, you guys.